everybody to my channel That Looks Promising. I'm so excited. Today the big party will take place. In the last episode, Rhea and Mnemosyne took care of the preparations, and yeah, Cronos kind of made his own preparations. Yeah, he had a lot of things to talk about with Themis, and he really wanted her help with structuring his new kingdom. He had to decide who he wants to trust and who he thinks he can trust. Now he has a different perspective on things. You know, he will be the new king, and yeah, he has to think of his throne and power, and has to take care that it's not taken from him again. Yeah, even though he doesn't really care too much about what Uranus said, he was still the former king, and he cursed him to lose his throne, and therefore, like, he looked at it from a strategic perspective together with Themis, and yeah. Anyways, we are here at the party now. Look, the guests are gathering down here. Everyone already arrived, apart from a few of the Iapetos family. Of course, Iapetos family is missing. The two Oceanids are here, taking care of the food and of the drinks. And yeah, the Titan families arrived. Let's see if some of the primordial gods arrive a little later. Only Gaia is already here. Maybe some more of the primordial gods will arrive. We will see. Yeah. Mnemosyne is already taking care of the music, as said. Some food and drinks are already prepared, so we should have a great party today. So yeah, Rhea is out here at the entry waiting for Cronos, because Cronos was told to arrive a little later. And I think we're gonna have Cronos coming here and give her a kiss, because he's like really happy to see her. Oh, and yeah, Epimetheus is also arriving right now. Maybe Epimetheus has powers I didn't know about yet. Yeah, I would say Rhea is super happy to see Cronos, and it looks like Cronos is very happy as well. And yeah, Rhea is like, are you ready for this? Everyone is down there waiting for you, and he's like, of course, let's do it. So I would say the two guys are going down. As I said, we already had, Rhea gave him like a hint that this is going to happen today, and he asked for 4 more chairs around here, and yeah, I think we're about to find out what this is all about. Yeah, and as you can see, everyone is sitting down as the king arrived, and Rhea is starting to opening this event. She is saying hello and welcome everybody. Thank you so much for coming and celebrating the victory over Uranus with us. And yeah, the first person I would want to come over is Gaia to say a few words. Yeah, and Gaia is basically coming over as Rhea requested to say a few words as well. Cronos still sitting here listening, and she is saying, Cronos, my son, I'm so proud of you. You know, I've always known that you're someone very, very special. And yeah, I'm so proud that you stood up against your father and ended the tyranny that he had. I'm pretty sure you'll be a better king. Every one of us has gathered a few gifts together, and we'll have a look at them later. But one thing we want to give you right now, and that is the crown that comes from Thea and Hyperion. And Cronos is standing up and switching into his crown outfit. Let us see the new crown. And this is his new crown. Let me see. Let me know if you like that. That's the new crown. As we already know, there is nothing like a tradition for coronation yet, but we just invent that today. Yeah. And yeah. For now, it's Cronos' turn to say a few words, and Gaia sits down again. And yeah, look at our king. He looks beautiful on his throne and with his crown. And he's basically also saying a few things. He's saying, thank you, my fellow Titans. My God, that's such a chaos here. Yeah, thank you, my fellow Titans. With me becoming the king, we also start a new chapter of a Titan rulership. And what does that even mean? That means that each of the Titans has special talents, and by Cronos as a Titan god becoming the king, all of the Titans become more powerful and take over the rulership. We have some goddesses, for example Rhea, which is the goddess of motherhood, that would take over the rulership over the motherhood, as Gaia also was the goddess of motherhood, beside a lot of other things. She's also the goddess of earth and fertility and so on. But yeah, I think the daughter takes over the rulership from the mother, but there's way more titles that Cronos wants to give to his people, but for now I think he asked someone to sit down again. It's way too crowded here. Yeah, and look at that. The people kind of listen to what their new king says. Yeah, and Cronos actually says, people, I have to make one more announcement. We will also take domains, and I chose the domain the earth as mine, and I will take rulership over the earth. But there's also the sky and the sea that I want to give to some of my people to rule over. And he chooses Hyperion and Thea to rule over the sky. So let's make them sit down here. Yeah, and we have Hyperion and Thea sitting down here next to their king, and they will take over the rulership over the sky, and they're obviously super happy about that. Hyperion is inviting Thea to take place. I mean, this is what Cronos promised them to get for helping him with his father. They would take over a very strong position, and that is what it obviously is. I think the sky is considered more noble than the earth, and yeah, Cronos gave up a lot here. Now that the earth is taken and the sky is taken, there's only one domain left that he can give to someone, and this is the ocean. And for the ocean, he wants to announce Oceanos and Tethys as the rulers. I mean, that makes sense. Tethys is the goddess of the rivers, and Oceanos is the goddess of the earth encircling river Oceanos, which is the ocean. And it makes sense that they take the rulership. Anyways, everyone is super confused. Why these two? Oceanos didn't even help Cronos dethroning his father. So why is he getting such an honor? And he is surprised and thankful as well. But yeah, he doesn't complain about that. Now Tethys, his wife, is joining him here on his throne. And yeah, of course, they are thankful, but they're like very humble about it as well. So yeah, and as we can see, a lot of primordial gods also arrived. Uranus came, and we only know Eros, the goddess of love, Pontos, the ocean, the personification of the ocean from the first episode. And here we see another example. Oceanos is the Titan god of the river Oceanos, which is more or less the ocean. But Pontos is the ocean, he's the sea, together with Thalessa, his female counterpart. But now that he was the primordial god and he's the Titan god, Oceanos definitely becomes more powerful. Yeah, and here we also see Ether, the light, and Hemera, the day, and yeah, they can only be in here because the night and the darkness are outside. Yeah, They cannot exist in the same room unless there's shadow or something like that. Yeah, so I would say Cronos has everything announced that he wanted to announce, beside a few side things. How about the other brothers that helped him here with this whole with the whole dethrone? Yeah, Cronos almost announced everything that he wanted to announce, beside a few things. How about the other brothers that helped him? And he at least wanted to lose a few words. Iapetos, his best friend, he wants that Iapetos gets the honor and responsibility of protecting this kingdom. In case there's any war, he'll be the warlord, and he thinks that's such a good task for him because he's just so powerful and athletic that he should take care of that. But you can see he's angry, like he does not understand. Why does he not get the rulership over the sea or the ocean? I mean, he's his best friend. How could he be so loyal to him? Like, he really doesn't understand. He's very mad. He's very mad. The same like Chaos. The Chaos like is more of a quiet character. He's very tense about what just happened. He's not really angry, but he is immediately starting to think like, hey, what's going on here? Chaos is just very powerful, so I think Cronos just like wants to limit the risk, you know, like he doesn't want someone like Chaos who is so powerful even owning a domain and be stronger. Now, in Cronos' rulership concept, Cronos is the king above all, but he has some kind of earls that rule these parts of this world for him. And I think now that he took care about his brother Iapetos and Krios is left. But before he wants to say something about Krios, he wants to talk about Themis. She helped him to prepare this new kingdom here, and it was very useful. And of course, he really likes her. So Cronos is giving her a very powerful rule. He is saying that Themis, as the goddess of divine law and order, will be the judge and will be allowed to decide and create minor law to help structuring the kingdom, and she's super thankful for that. And last but not least, he's saying that Krios, the last brother, the god of constellation, will be the one who enforces law. Now Krios might smile now, but I don't think that he likes it. Like, we will have a very rebellious Krios. You know, Krios is a little like rebellious, as we already saw. He wanted immediately to support Cronos, dethroning his father. And I think Cronos didn't forget that. He just wanted to rebel, you know, and he doesn't want this to happen again with Cronos as a target this time. That's why Cronos isn't really like trusting him here and trying to keep him low. The only alternative was to save his loyalty, but he can never really be sure. So that's why he decides to keep Krios low, but Krios is mad. I mean, he even has a worse position than Themis, and I think this will have consequences, yeah. Well, I think the rest of the evenings, the Titans will just spend celebrating and having fun, and yeah. I mean, Rhea is a little sad, and this is because she didn't really get an official position here by Cronos. I mean, she was always there for him, very supportive, and yeah, she didn't really get any obvious position from him, even though Themis got one, and now, like, she's not jealous, she's happy that her friend got a position, but that also shows her that Cronos was ready to give positions to his sisters, and yeah, she's just confused that she didn't get any. And yeah, I guess she's just avoiding Cronos a little bit for today. But maybe she tries talking to Themis now. Everybody's partying here, while Rhea and Themis are having a little conversation here in private. Rhea is basically asking Themis, hey, what was going on? Why didn't you help with the preparations and did avoid us? And Themis doesn't really know if she can open up here, and she totally understands Rhea, but this is such a weird topic for her. She feels like she can't really tell Rhea about Cronos. Also, she really likes her best friend and she doesn't want her to be as hurt as she is, because she really is hurt. So she didn't really give her an answer on that, and Rhea is left behind, clueless again. I guess the Titans and some of the Primordials celebrated into the early morning, and the party is about to end. And maybe before this is happening, we can have Cronos go checking out his gifts of this party. He's going to have a look on his gifts alone, and we see different things here. Yeah, this was the place where the crown was, so this is what he got from Thea and Hyperion. From Iapetos, the goddess of craftsmanship and mortality, he got the swords. From Chaos, he got this globe here that he can see all the live updates, everything that is happening, like new rivers and so on. You can see here with this globe. And yeah, from Mnemosyne, he got this wonderful, cute, painted vase. And yeah, of course, from Rhea, he got the party, and he also got, Rhea also surprised him with the leader residency. So the place where Uranus lived before is now Cronos's. So Cronos will move to another house. And yeah, then there's wine, very nice brewery from Krios. He's, you know, all about party and so on. And yeah, this horse is actually from Oceanos and Thetis. So yeah, they gave him a really nice and fast horse. So yeah, Cronos is super happy. He got everything he wanted, even though he knows he got himself into a little bit of trouble. For example, with Chaos, because Chaos expected a more powerful position here. I think he's safe with Oceanos. Oceanos won't rebel against him, and he was already very powerful and related to water. That's why he gave him the rulership of the sea. That was also Themis' idea. You know, Themis really supported him here. Yeah, I think we're sending everyone home now. It's early in the morning, everyone is leaving. I would say we end our episode here. So exciting. I really liked this episode. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had a lot of fun too. And I hope I see you guys next time. Leave a comment and a thumbs up if you liked it. And bye!